are you prepared to be a mommy?
Not really, but I think I can handle it.
You're going to have to handle it. How old are you?
13.
13. And Domingo, how old are you? 16. Do you know, and I don't know if our audience knows, because America, you're helping deliver a baby too here right now. This is Nicole. As you heard, she's 13 years old. And she is one of the teenage moms in this nation. Every 64 seconds, another baby is born in America into the arms of a teenage mommy. And you are one of them. You have got to go to the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
This lady came to our show. This is Mommy's mommy.
I'm her mommy.
This family came to talk about teenagers having babies on our show today. And Nicole went into labor. And she's about 15 minutes apart. We're going to make sure that a doctor gets her to a hospital safely. But we're going to continue talking about teenagers and pregnancy and having babies when you're a baby yourself. Okay? And as we always say on Rolonda, that is definitely something worth talking about on today's Rolonda. We raced Nicole off to the hospital. Hopefully by the time you see this show, she's going to have a happy, healthy, bouncing baby girl. But she's also going to face some of the toughest times that life can throw you because she's only 13. While she's hopefully delivering a healthy baby, I'd like you to meet some other teenagers just like her. There's a 13-year-old Dandy who is 5 months pregnant, Erica at 15, 3 months pregnant, and 15-year-old Sophia who is 2.5 months pregnant and already has 2 children. 2 children already. So when people say, oh my gosh, you've ruined your future, how are you going to do your education, the boy's not going to stick by you, what do you say to people who play devil's advocate like that?
I let them say what they want to say because I'm still in school and I'm not letting anything stop me. Because after I have the baby, I'm going to do what I wanted to do because I was a cheerleader. And after I have the baby, I'll be just in time to be a cheerleader again. And I'm going to keep on doing that because in the school I go to, it's for pregnant girls, and they help you out and they help you get right back in school and everything.
Erica, how are you dealing with this?
Fine. I mean, I feel fine about it. I mean, I did it, so I'm going to have to take it. I can't just abort it because I'm the one who did it.
Now you're talking to somebody here who's not a mom, okay? It's really weird what I was saying to Nicole back there. I said at 13, you're going to have to teach me how to be a mommy one day. Isn't that deep? How are you preparing to become a mother?
I mean, I'm already really prepared because I take care of my friends' kids.
Is that preparing to, I mean, I've babysat, but
no,
I'm not
but
sure.
I take care of them.
For
for like weeks or whatever at a time. So I know basically what it's all about.
Sophia, when the doctor said, you're pregnant, and you're how old?
15.
15. What was your first feeling?
Like, oh, another one. So I was like, I didn't know what to say.
Another one. I don't know what to say. How old were you when the first baby was born?
13.
13. You had your first child.
Yeah.
Your second child, you were how old?
14.
14. And your third child?
15.
15. So at 15 years old, when most little girls are out, I don't know about y'all, but at 13, I was playing with Barbie dolls. I really was. Playing in the creek, you know, didn't know nothing, right? When you think that all those things that you're supposed to be doing at 15, I mean, you're not even supposed to have had your first date now, you know? You're going to have to give that up. No Saturday night hopping off running to the movies. What, does that pain you that some of your youngest teenage years may be lost? Or am I just being an old fogey?
No, I still do things I want to do, but I do it with my kids.
Is it easy raising a kid at 13? At 15, because you could tell these girls something they don't know about yet.
It's easy. To me, it's easy because I'm still a kid myself, and the way I want to be treated, that's the way I treat them.
How are the men, or the boys, shall I say? How old are the fathers, and how are they helping you, Dandy, get through this?
Yeah.
He's supportive?
Everything I do, he goes with me. To the doctors and everything. He's there for me.
So are you going to hold him to being responsible, all of you?
Well, mine left me, so I mean.
How do you deal with that at such a young age, being left and being pregnant?
I don't even know where he is, so I mean, I can't do nothing about it.
Are you scared?
What, being pregnant? In a way.
Scared about what the future holds? I mean, because I think that's pretty expected, I would think.
It'll just make her stronger, though.
You think so? This is Jessica, who is 16 years old. Jessica is Dandy's older sister. And you were telling me backstage, Jessica, that what are you planning to do? You know, when people plan their futures at 16, some people plan things like, what are you planning, Jessica?
I'm planning on getting pregnant.
You want to get pregnant?
Yeah.
Why? Because you hear a lot of people going, oh man, what's that about?
No one could knock it unless they know. For me, I want to get pregnant because I feel like I have a lot of love to give a baby, and there's like, instead of wasting my love and getting like on guys and getting my heart broken, I'd rather give love to something that deserves and something that's part of me that'll be with me for the rest of my life. And like everyone could say, oh, she's too young, but like when you grow up fast and like when you're ready, you know you're ready. You know, I'm older than like for my age. Like my mind's older, and I am gonna have a baby. Like I don't care what anybody says, unless they put food in my mouth, a roof over my head, or clothes on my back. Then they could tell me what to do. But till then, it's no one's business but mine. You know. But you know, as for my sister, I'm gonna help her out a lot. And I just like last month, like at first, yeah, I was jealous that she's having a baby before me. But
why were you jealous?
Because last month I had just had a miscarriage, and I was only a month pregnant behind her. But nobody knew, like none of my family and stuff. And I thought like I was jealous because, you know, she could carry a baby and I can't. But I am gonna have, you know, maybe not today, but soon I plan on it. So that's just something I'm gonna do. But that doesn't mean I still go to school and I do good.
Yes, sir.
Are you planning to get married and finish high school?
Oh, I'm gonna graduate.
Okay, what about your boyfriend?
I don't have a boyfriend.
You don't have a boyfriend?
So who's going to get you pregnant as you plan in this picture?
That I haven't. Well, if I had that, you know, that's just something I'm gonna have to wait for.
Did the parents, anybody? See, most of us think your parents are going to be mad, slap you around, kick you out the house, never want to see you again, disown you. They did what, Erica?
She said it was up to me. She said it was up to me what I wanted to do.
The audience is dying to ask some questions. Come on, I'm gonna let you stand up and we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back in just a minute. When we come back, I want you to Tired of your mate flirting? Let's see if the Rolonda spy cam is going to catch her in the act. Don't miss Rolonda.
There comes another 15 or 5 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
this was about
3
about,
minutes.
about
3
13
minutes. 13
minutes.
minutes. Look at the
Squeeze, baby. Let's go on.
Squeeze.
The doctor's here already.
The doctor's here
The
already?
doctor's here, and we're about to put you in the ambulance.
Yeah.
Come on.
Ow.
Come on, squeeze,
Squeeze, Nicole. Oh my gosh. She's gonna have this baby, forget it. Pretty soon.
If you're just joining us now, we are talking about teenagers and pregnancy. If you missed the statistic that many people in this nation, including our president, are calling a social crisis, every 64 seconds in this nation, another teenage girl has a baby. Just before the show started, we had a young girl who was supposed to be on our panel go into labor, and any moment now, America, we're about to embrace another child from another child. You had a question before we left.
Yes, for Sophia. She had one baby. I can see a mistake. 1, 2, 3. Didn't you learn? Didn't you want to stop and get an education?
No, well, I'm still going to school and I'm still going to keep on having
But
babies.
you have
so
your
I won't
parents
stop.
taking care of you.
My parents don't take care of me. I take care of myself.
How do you take care of yourself
I
and
have
go
a
to
job.
school and have 3 children?
Because I go to school once a week.
Once a week? What kind of
It's a
school
skill
is-
center. It's a skill center.
Oh, a skill center.
Where I go, they just give me my work to do and I take it on once a week. Give me
But
a package
Sophia,
to do.
I have to, I mean, I got to agree with what the lady is asking. Why 3 children at 16?
I don't know, I just want to have kids.
Why is it that you want to have kids? That's what a
Why?
lot of people, explain to me why you just, because you do have choices, and I'm not saying what choice you should make. But I am wondering why you would decide to give birth, thank you very much, give birth to a child and decide to have 3 and keep raising children at 16. Please explain to us, for those of us who have problems understand that, what that means to you.
Because, I don't know, I just want my kids to grow up all together just so I can have them all at once. I just might as well just have them all at once to get it over with.
I see.
To all 4 of you, just a question. What would happen if you had a child with special needs? Could you handle that mentally?
Yeah, I can handle it.
Erica?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Special needs like they might have muscular dystrophy.
Cystic
and-
fibrosis.
There you go, that kind of stuff.
Mentally handicapped, physically disabled.
I think if you get a baby like that, I think it's because what God wants to give you. If you get a baby like that, to me, I think of it as special because you have to give it special more attention.
It's just more responsibility on you that you don't have to take on.
My question is for Sophia.
Okay, Sophia, question for you.
After the birth of your first baby, why don't you consider, I think it's a birth control device called Norplant, and it stays in you for 5 years, am I correct?
I'm not quite sure about that, but the question is, why did you not consider birth control?
Would, protect you and give you a little time to think things out, and I think they can.
Sophia, did you consider birth control ever?
No.
No, you wanted to have children.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Anybody else over here? Excuse me, sweetie. Let me walk past you here. Come on, stand up.
The big problem that I have is I'd be real interested to know how many of you girls are on some sort of assistance, some sort of aid from government. I have a real problem supporting other people's kids. Real problem.
Public funds pay for the delivery costs of at least half of the birth to teenagers. Here's another statistic, that one being from the Alan Guttmacher Institute. This one also saying that babies born to teenagers in 1 year will cost U.S. taxpayers, like you, sir, over $7 billion over the next 20 years. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for Sophia. You're going on your 3rd child.
Yes.
Where's the father of your other children?
At work, where he belongs.
Does he support? No, I'm saying, does he support your kids and he's happy
he
with
helps me
this?
support my kids. Of course, they're his, so he has to help.
How old is he?
Huh?
How old is he?
He's 18.
18. He's the father of all 3 children?
Yeah.
Okay, and he does financially support
Yeah,
you?
he helps.
Aren't you afraid? I mean,
No, I'm
I
not
waited
afraid.
to 25 to have my first, and I still thought I had to grow a little more.
Honey, I hadn't had one yet, and I'm still scared. You know,
Like
really?
I said, some people are ready before others.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Come on, stand up.
To Erica, you can never be prepared to be a mother. You can't prepare yourself too much because there's always something different to deal with every day.
Well, yeah, there's going to be, problems and stuff, but I can handle all that.
Are you excited I mean, I don't want to, I mean, I don't know, certainly nobody wants to judge anybody, but let me just ask you as young mothers, are you excited about this?
Yeah.
You are? When you sit and you dream about having a baby, as I think most women would do, I mean, when you think about rocking the baby in your arms, and you think about the future and baby clothes and cribs and what color the room is gonna be and, you know, feedings and all, staying up all night. What do you think about? What do you dream for your child?
Just...
Come on, Erica, you gotta dream something when you have a baby.
Just I want them to have the best life they can have. I mean...
And what do you think makes the best life for a newborn baby?
To give them what they need.
Which is what?
The love and attention. They don't need to have like all the all the cribs and stuff as long as they got love and attention. Then I mean,
they just need the necessities.
Love and attention isn't gonna feed you and pay those bills.
I mean, they need food and too.
You know? Look. Listen, Erica, when the tax man comes and the light man comes and the gas man comes and all those, you're gonna say, hey, here's some love and attention. And your lights will be out.
Yeah, that's what our parents are for, to pay the bills.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're 13 and 15, what are you going to teach a child when you're still learning yourself? And for you, Jessica, if you got love to give, buy a puppy, girl. You ain't got to have no child.
What are you going to teach your children? What are you going to teach your children?
What she already learned. You know, it's not like the baby's gonna be born 13.
Wait, I want Dandy at 13 years old, 5 months pregnant, to answer that question when we come back. What will you teach your child, okay?
Girls that if they think having a baby at such a young age is cute, then I got another thing coming to them. They only ruin their lives before it even begins.
Rolonda, 1-800-4-ROSHO. If you're really angry because your girlfriend's best friend just happens to be a man and you think something might be going on between them, call Rolonda, 1-800-4-ROSHO. Yeah, you had something to say to the panel. What was it?
Jessica, you made a comment that you can rely on your parents if you have bills coming in or whatever.
Well, it's not like I live on my own, that's why.
Okay, well, I lived with my parents, and they gave me love and attention, and they still couldn't afford to send me to school. So I had to move out of my house, get 2 jobs, and put myself through school. So you want to rely on your parents? What happens when they lose their job?
Well,
People are losing jobs all over the
parents are there
world.
to support you. So if my parents are going to support me, I'm going to rely on them for the support. But
wait a minute. You want a child, you have to support yourself and your child. That is no
I could
longer
do
their
that.
responsibility. Rock that child. That is your responsibility. responsibility. When you decided to lay down and have that baby, that is your responsibility. That is your responsibility.
I know it's my responsibility. And whatever you guys tell me today is not going to change my mind because I'm still going to go out and do what I want to do. It's none of your business.
Your parents did not have this child for you,
I
so
know
therefore your parents should not be taking care of those
My
kids.
parents do not take care of my
Like the sister
I
said.
take care of myself, and I take care of her and my other little sisters when my mom and dad go to work.
But
I
like
take
the-
care
like
of them,
the
so
lady
I
said back
am
there.
responsible.
Okay.
You don't know me, so you can't say I'm not responsible.
And baby, if I knew you, you'd be a better person.
No, no.
What I'm saying, I don't want to have to take care of your children. If I didn't lay down for it, I'm not paying for it. Okay?
That's all told. All them sat up here and told y'all they not on air. This
We're not taking any money.
I am.
Okay. Who are you? Tell us who you are.
My name is Anita. I have 2 little girls, and they're backstage, and I am proud of my 2 little girls. You know, I had one when I was 17. You know, she was not a planned pregnancy, but I have another one that I had when I was 18. She was planned, and I'm proud of both of my kids. If I didn't have my kids, who knows where I'd be? I might be out partying, doing drugs, or doing anything. That's right. But look, okay, that's true. That's true. That's true. But you know, she can't change that she's pregnant now. Maybe she should have been taking birth control pills or whatever, but she cannot change that fact now that she is pregnant.
So what made you decide to have a baby?
But my first one, she was not playing, like I said. But my second one, she was. I decided to have kids while I'm young because when you're 40 years old and you have a baby, look, you can't run behind your child. When your child turns 5 years old, you're 45. Can you roller skate? If you do, you fall and break your bones.
Well, some of us hope so.
There it is. You know, I'm young. I can get up and keep going and run behind my kids. I ain't got to have nobody take care of them.
Okay. Now that's Taya. Now, give your platform up here. You totally disagree with all this, don't you? What do you say?
First of all, for those that are on welfare, don't tell me that you cannot sit here and tell me that I'm not taking care of your child when I'm paying taxes.
Wait a minute, I paid taxes.
Yeah, you can ask, but what are you doing now? What are you doing now?
I'm going to school so I can make it better for my kids. It's not like I sit home and watch Rolonda.
You should have thought about that before you
you can't watch and taste children, okay? That helps me out a lot. No.
How can you educate a child if you have no education?
I have an education.
I'm sorry, baby. You wouldn't do any of that.
Education, home girl. I am going to school to begin a assistant or either EKG.
From the audience.
So I can.
From the audience,
make my kids better. So you can hold that down.
Don't you think you're supposed to do that before you have your kids?
Thank you.
I have a comment for Jessica. Hopefully, by the time you get older or whenever you decide that you should have a child, I hope that your maturity grows as well. Because the attitude that you have right now will get you nowhere in life.
No, it won't.
What are you going to teach your children? What do you think is the most important thing to teach your child?
I just think I should teach my child discipline and respect. That's all I need to teach them because, you know I messed up. I made a mistake. You know, I'm young and everything. But why should a child die for my mistake? You know, I got to learn to deal with it myself. You know, I know you guys are all saying that she's young and everything, and I understand that because I am young. But now that I made my mistake, I'm going to take care of it. And I don't think anyone else should have to take care of my mistake. That's why I'm not going to be on welfare. I'm going to do it myself to know how hard it is.
And we're going to count on you for that.
Yes. Okay,
we'll be right back. We'll let you talk when you come back. Okay? Yeah. If you're going to be in the New York area and would like free tickets to Rolonda, please call us at 212-650-2060.
But you both have good arguments. Okay, but do it one at a time because I'm sitting up here negotiating with Anita and Tia because you both have excellent platforms. Nobody's going to judge. You have great platforms, but we want to be able to hear what you're saying. Now, you said you had a question, so go on and ask Tia.
What happens to you, okay, when you get older and you maybe say you cannot work or something happened and you have to go on welfare? How you going to feel about that?
First of all, if I cannot work, I do believe there's such thing as Social Security.
But the only way you
No,
gonna get that is disability.
No, that's right.
I ain't saying something wrong with you mentally. I'm saying, what if you lose your job for a while, you know?
Unemployment, baby.
And what makes
I want you to
think
meet Tammy and Dawn. Tammy and Dawn are a bit older than the girls that you've already met, but they have something in common with them. They're also teenage moms. At 18, Tammy has had 5 kids. Wait a minute. She's planning to have 3 more. At 18, Dawn has already had a child. She's expecting another one next month. 5 kids already? How do you, I guess we'll ask the same question we asked earlier, Tammy, again and again and again. Why? Why do you want 8 children?
I want to have a big family, I guess. You know, just everybody always around you. You know, you always have a lot of love in the family. But I mean, I don't have 5. I only have 4 living.
You had 5, but you lost 1?
Yeah.
Okay. I tell you one thing about being 18 and having 5 kids, you look great. I've got to say that, that's for sure. But how are you living? How is life? You may look wonderful on the outside, but how is life really after having 5 children?
It was hard because I mean I didn't get to do a lot of things. I didn't get to have much of a childhood, you know, a teen life. I didn't get to go out and do a lot of things.
Do me a favor and look at the lady next to you there, Sophia, and look at her dead in the eye, meet a new friend who may need you, and tell her the things that she is going to have to expect.
Well, pain. And you're gonna miss out on a lot of things. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to go out when you want to go out. You're gonna, you know, be there with your kids and stuff. And I got to, you know, I got to do some things, but I had to wait until I got older, until my kids got a little older. You know, right now, like I get to do some things. You know, I get to go out and stuff. But then I didn't get to go out as much. I didn't get to do things I wanted to do because I had children to take care of. But I was there for my children. I didn't drink. I didn't take drugs. I was there for my kids.
Are you a good mother?
I think I'm a good mother. You know, then I was only like 13, 14. You know, my mother, she was there to help me. I mean, it was hard for me at 13 to take care of a child, but my mother was there. So I mean, she helped me out a little bit.
From the audience.
You know, you guys have a life ahead of you. You're supposed to enjoy life, live it to the fullest, not have kids and watch everything pass you by, and then you're gonna have a lot of regrets when you get older, and then you're gonna miss it, and then you're gonna be crying, and you're gonna be by yourself. Because those kids don't love you when they're born.
Psychic, you can't predict the
You don't get
future.
love back.
That's not true in all
Okay,
cases.
come on down here.
That is not true in all cases.
Let me ask you this, girl. Do you think it's possible to be a teenager and have a baby and everything be wonderful?
It's been done.
Well, like I said, I was 16 when I was 17 when I had my oldest. I still went out. I had a mother that was understanding. She always offered mom.
But what is this doing to your mom's lives? I mean, their lives are kaput.
My mom loved my kids. She asked for my kids. It's not like I go over there and put my kids off on my mom. She calls and asks. You know, them are her grandkids just like they are my kids. I know they're my responsibility, but if she wants to spend time with them, all well and good. And it's not stopping our life. It's not stopping our life.
Didn't your mother just get done taking care of you? Now what are you gonna do? Put the burden on your mother to take care of them when you want to go out?
No, my mother didn't get done taking care of me. When I worked. Like I said, I worked.
I'm just saying, she just got done taking care of you. What do you want to go? Here, Ma, take.
No, she didn't take care of me. She put a roof over my head and she fed me, but she did not always take care of me. When I was 13, I had a job. I was buying my own clothes. I was doing my own hair. I was doing everything that you doing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna flip the script, all right? From the 4 ladies that were original on the panel, all right? Everybody has to understand, these children are already here. and they are on the way, all right? So they still have to be taken care of for as far as clothing, shelter, and being educated. So as far as the ladies up there that do have babies, they have babies on the way, please educate them because they're going to be somebody else's future.
And
all right?
I do that. I do that. My little girl is 2 years old. She could say her ABC.
Well, we're not talking about acts and tricks. What I'm talking about is, you know, the basic. Listen to me, sweetheart. I'm talking about the basic necessities. And more than clothing and shelter, you have to educate them because you have a lot of old dummies walking around. All right? So do not make them young dummies. All right? Okay?
Good point. We'll be right back in a minute. We'll be right back. You're dying to say something. A really good question.
Well, just Anita, you've been talking about like how much you're doing for your kids, and in the background I keep hearing my mother, my mother, my mother. Hypothetically speaking, if your mother wasn't around tomorrow, if you didn't have ADC, if you didn't have any other support, what could you offer your child like right now?
Well, I do have a high school diploma. So
Listen, you know what about your high school?
I can get out and get a job. I can get out and get a job.
Hear me out. I'm in the employment industry. I have about 150 college grads on my desk who can't find a job. So your GED or high school diploma token will get you on the subway. Period.
How she was talking about earlier, child with special needs. I have 2 daughters. My 2 daughters have heart murmurs, very bad heart murmurs. My daughter has, both of my kids have asthma. I have one with a sickle cell trait. I have another one that will stop breathing on you. So I am not finna rush into anything right now while I know my kids need me. You know, I go to school, they go to school with me.
But what if you didn't have the support?
What if I ain't have AFDC?
What would you do if you didn't have any support? What would you do? And I think that you're really not thinking about that. You're thinking like right now.
Should I have to think about that right now?
You
with
shouldn't.
My kid, I shouldn't.
What?
I am being taken care of, and my kids being taken care of.
They're your kids.
My kids are being taken care of now.
But
so
if
what
you
you're
didn't
saying is a hypothetical question.
You know what? It's a moot point because it's a moot point because you're just looking at all the support that you have and you're really not taking care of them because you have other people and other programs taking care of them. I'm not knocking you. They're here, and thank God you live in America because if this was somewhere else, you'd be in trouble.
Well, I might be, but I'm not there. I'm here. I might be, but I'm not there. I'm here.
If you have been watching the Rolonda show, you probably know this man. He is Earl Griggs. He's one of our more outspoken members of our audience. Earl is really outspoken when we talk about issues of teenagers and parenthood. He's a father of 5. He was a teen father himself. He now counsels pregnant teens and young fathers. And I have seen you looking like you're about to jump out of that chair all show. What
Yes,
do you want to say?
Well, number one, I'm looking at from this point on. I don't know this young lady right here yet. Thank you. Now, if I was to be blunt, and I am going to be very blunt, I'm going to be rough right now, but it's to save the ones that's watching this television program right now. Okay? Now, y'all say it's easy to raise kids. I have my son right here, 16 years old. He was born 17. He was born when I was 16 years old. And it wasn't easy. Okay, it wasn't, mommy could do it. There was child support, court, nails, everything in this. You see what I'm saying? So now the reality of it is this. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Now, when you had the first one, what you should have did is stop. Okay, what you should have did was stop. Okay, Jessica, what you have to do from this point on, you should learn from this point on. Not say, I want. Learn.
I am.
Okay, and I don't think it should be next month. Trust me, girlfriend, enjoy being young. I missed out riding the go-karts, hanging out at the movies. I had a son to take care of. You see what I'm saying? This young lady right here, 13 years old, girlfriend, my heart goes out to you. Right now, I tell you, I'm hurting for you. Okay?
Why are you hurting for me?
Why? Because you are a baby having a baby.
I know I said
You're nothing but a baby having a baby.
But I must say, I gotta say this for Dandy. Dandy sounds like, I mean, I know she's only 13, and I know it sounds like a lot of rhetoric, but she sounds like a very mature lady. She sounds like she's growing toward the point of understanding that this is reality. She knows it's going to be tough.
She acts more mature than me. I know it's going to be tough and everything.
For her age, she acts more mature. Okay. This is your son. What's your name?
I'm willing to learn it all on my own.
Okay, Dandy, listen to this. This is David, and one day you'll be standing here, or if I'm still on, or wherever you are, you'll be standing with your child. And let me ask David, what was it like? I mean, was it really tough growing up under such a young dad?
Yeah.
In what ways?
Well, you could only see him now and then. You know, it's rough being around one parent. But everything's done, and I'm here.
What is the greatest thing that he gave you? If he didn't give you experience, if he didn't give you a 2-parent household, what was the most important ingredient that you got from your dad?
He was a father.
He was there for you? What does that mean?
Well, when I need him, he's there. And when he's not there, he's going to make a way to be there.
I sure hope that your young men in your lives who have gotten you pregnant will be there for you. And you've got the support of a nation who doesn't believe in deadbeat parents to make sure that they do. President Clinton, as we say, calls it America's, calls it America's most serious social problem, teen pregnancy. 85% of the teenagers who get pregnant, it is not planned. And coming up next, we're going to have some words for the girls on this issue from another source. And we'll continue talking, okay? All right, we'll be right back.
If you're really angry because your girlfriend's best friend just happens to be a man and you think something might be going on between them, call Rolonda, 1-800-4-ROW-SHOW. For show ideas or comments, write to The Rolonda Show, 1456 2nd Avenue, Suite 202, New York, New York, 10021. I was just talking to Dawn here, who your first baby's 20 months old now, and you're expecting another one next month, right?
May.
In May, okay. Well, nearly 1 in 5 teenagers who become pregnant will become pregnant again within a year, according to statistics. I want you to meet Iris Wells Lindsay. She's a social worker, and she counsels teenage girls. And you're surrounded with them now. What do you say? You know, part of the thing, too, Iris, is that the girls, as somebody pointed out, are already pregnant. It's hard to shake your finger and say you're not supposed to do it, because they're pregnant now. They're our children now. So what do you say? What are your words of wisdom?
Well, to these young ladies out here, the first thing I want to say to them is that y'all need to stop being so defensive. You already have the children, so it's no need in being defensive on that point. Okay, you already have them. Y'all need to be more open-minded and stop jumping. Put the guard down. Listen to what people are saying. No one is finished learning. We are constantly learning as we go on. And if you don't open your mind to learn, you cannot help your child. You putting an extra strike against your children when you don't listen to what's going on.
But we have to keep our guard up because everyone's coming at us and shooting us down. It's like us against all these people. Of course, I'm going to come up with an attitude because look how they're coming at me. They're like, oh, you can't do this and you do this.
That's the way you're taking it. I'm saying open your mind and be receptive.
I am, but I'm just coming
Listen,
I'm
you're doing the same
myself.
thing
You're not
to
doing
me.
it now?
You're doing the same thing to me.
That's the way I am, though. I defend myself. I don't like no one telling me things because I don't tell them things. So I'm going to tell them as
So
they
how
tell
do you
me.
expect to learn and be able to teach your children?
Because I'm going to teach the kids the way what I believe. I believe
What
in
you
like,
believe? So you think you know everything already?
I
There's
respect
nothing
people
else for
that
you
will
to
respect
learn.
me. They don't respect me. They're telling me how to run my life. They don't know me. They never lived in my shoes, so they can't tell me how to live.
So because someone is not agreeing with you, they're disrespecting you?
No, they're not. The way they're coming at me, though, like they're saying that they're making me look like the bad person. They're coming at me with saying
That's your
like,
own conscience.
Look how they're jumping at me. They're yelling and thinking like they know it all. So I'm gonna go back at them the same way.
That's your conscience. I'm telling you, let your guard down and listen. These people got a lot of things that you can learn from.
Oh, I know that, but I ain't gonna let them
Iris,
tell
what
it
do
to
you
me.
say when teenage girls, because it's interesting how Jessica is really on the defensive and she's the only one up here not pregnant.
Exactly.
You know?
But she's the one that wants it the most.
She's the one who wants it the most. So when you have young girls who are saying, you know, nobody really loves me the way that a baby can love me, I'm really seriously thinking about going out, getting pregnant.
They need
what
to
do
love
you say
themselves
to them?
first. When they out there searching for love for a child, they haven't learned to love themselves yet.
Mm-hmm. You're shaking your head,
Yeah.
Dawn. Talk about that a little bit.
I agree with it. I don't think, I mean, having a baby is a big step, and if you have the choice to whether to have a baby or not, I say don't wait till you're married. I mean, it's a lot easier when you're married. It's tough, and if you don't have a man to stick by you and give you support, it's hard. You can't do it. I mean, if you don't have any support at all, it's really tough. I mean, I'm really blessed because the father of my children is still around. He supports us. He works full time, goes to school, and I mean, I love him dearly. I wouldn't be able to do it without him.
I don't see where you get the courage. I'm 30-something, and scared to death, to have a baby. It's a big responsibility. But how do you tell teenagers something like that, Iris?
Well, basically, when I deal with them, I go on personal experience. I have a 5-year-old. I had my first child at 17, so believe me, I can relate, okay? But I also lost that child to sudden infant death syndrome, if any of you heard of it. It's called SIDS. So there are things out there that y'all are not mentally ready for, because I sure wasn't mentally ready for that.
You want to say something? No. I know my camera throw over there, my stage manager is telling me to go, but I'm so interested in this conversation. I guess because I just don't get it.
What did their mothers say?
We'll ask them that when we come back. We'll be right back in a minute. Now you're my stage manager. Promotional consideration provided by...
I've been heavy all my life. I wanted to take off the weight and go and dazzle them this year. I got smart one day and called Jenny. And now I'm skinny and happy.
Lori's products are available in stores at 50% off her salon prices. So see for yourself the incredible difference Lori Davis products can make with your hair.
Learn to read with Hooked on Phonics, the musical reading program.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
Bellini Designer Juvenile Furniture, Bunny's Children's Department Stores, Happy Children's Department Stores, and Special Deliveries Diaper Service. Iris, go on with some of the most important points that you make to teenage girls when you're counseling, or things like what? Because every mother and father could probably use some of this too, so go on.
Well, basically, most of these girls, they're dependent on someone at some time in some way. And that should be kept in mind, because if you're dependent on someone, then your child cannot totally depend on you. They're dependent upon that person also. So in taking that into consideration, this should sidetrack the timing in having these children. They should, if they're, okay, these girls, they already have the kids. So you got to deal with it from there. But I deal with young women that live in temporary housing. You don't know what tomorrow holds for you. Okay? That person may not be there. And with all that's going on out here right now, you may not have nowhere to live, nowhere to go, and jobs are getting scarce every day. Every day.
From the audience.
Welfare is not going to be there.
That's
for
true.
one child, never mind 2, 3, 4, or 5.
That's true.
Or
That's
8.
why I'm trying to go back to school to get an education as far as dental assistant or either EKG tech, where I know there is a field opening and there is money for it.
From the audience.
So I can make it better for my kids.
Erica, you know, you're, what, 2.5 months pregnant? Who taught you about, like, birth control and sex and everything? Were your parents there? And,
My mom was there, but she just lets me do what I want to do.
But,
well, I mean, I'm going to do it anyway.
For the whole panel, were you taught about birth control before you started having all the sex and everything?
With my second and third. No, it didn't.
For her, it's good that she's taking that EKG course, but my advice to you, I am a certified EKG technician also. I am not doing that. There is no way you can support yourself on that alone. Try to educate yourself more if you're interested in medicine and something else. Take as much as you can because you're not going to make it on that alone.
I am. That's why I'm taking up dental assistant also, trying to make it better.
You need a degree.
I'm trying. What a degree in what?
A degree
I was just
in
wondering.
anything.
Do any
That high school diploma is not going to get you far enough.
That's why I'm trying to get a license.
So you plan on
and
going to
everything
college?
else.
I was just wondering if any of the young mothers have any long-term career goals.
I do. Well, I'm going to be.
Quickly.
First,
Tanita, you said that you didn't want to be old and you couldn't roller skate. My father is 55 years old and I have a 5-year-old sister. He does everything with her. And Tammy, do you worry about what you're going to feed your 5 kids?
4.
4?
4.
You got another one on the way? I thought you had 5 and you want 8.
No, one died.
Okay, do you worry about what you're going to feed your 4 kids?
They're not with me, they're with their grandmother.
You don't have them.
We'll be right back.
Rolonda.
We'll be right back. Come on in. Hey, look at my nephew. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Domingo. Come here. Look at you got your baby bag. Look at there. Look at, oh my goodness. He's so little. Look at this. This is my nephew. An honorary aunt. Domingo.
The third.
The third, really? Oh my goodness. So have you changed diapers yet?
Oh, yeah.
You know how to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Domingo, you know how to change diapers? Not yet?
Clean his butt. That's it.
When are you going to learn? Share those responsibilities. All right.
He's afraid he's too little still.
Yeah. So what's been the toughest part so far?
Nothing really, just the pain.
Just the pain,
Yeah, I
getting
had a
over it?
cesarean.
The suffer, she was in bed, knocked out. She was what the demo? What you call it?
I had a
Demerol. Mm-hmm. Wow, he is so pretty. I want to thank all of the girls who came on the show today because it took a lot of courage to stand up in front of this crowd. Yes, it did. You got to give it to them. You got to give it to them. But as we often say on the Rolonda show, this was definitely something worth talking about when you consider that every, and I'll repeat this because it blows me away, every 64 seconds, in 1 minute and 4 seconds from now, another baby will be born to another teenage mother. And as we always say on Rolonda also, it takes a whole village to raise a child. So, girls, please be good parents. Please be good parents. We all need good children. And we will see you next time on Rolonda.